Good morning. It is 6:30 a.m. on Wednesday, September 14th, 2016. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. So when I was saying good morning just then, I almost said good morning, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not sure where ladies and gentlemen came from. I don't know why I would have been almost saying that. It was like, this morning, for your amusement and amazement, I will talk about the random stuff that is on my mind in a borderline incoherent fashion. Um, Trying to decide what to talk about. I don't feel like I have any real significant updates. Luna is still awfully itchy despite having a bath and me having done the basic things that I know how to do. She's due for an update to some of her shots anyway, so I may just go ahead and make a vet appointment to see if they have ideas beyond what I'm already doing. Hopefully, whatever's going on is just gonna take a little while to go away, and then she'll be fine. Um, I, I'm feeling a little more tired today than yesterday, which is weird because I'm continuing to do my get more sleep thing. I don't know. I think it's just maybe a relative thing, and just need to get moving into the day. I will say that as far as podcast listening is concerned, I have been just plowing through the archives of a podcast called The Adventure Zone, which I think I've mentioned in one of these videos before. But it is basically, yeah, I'm sure that I have. But just as a reminder, if you didn't see the previous one where I mentioned it, it is a podcast where some very silly guys play a bunch of D&D, and it's hilarious, and yet also kind of like there are points in this campaign where it gets legit emotional. Um, if you start from the beginning, you'll probably, it'll be a while before you get to some of those, and it's mostly just silly. But it does start to get deeper, and it's kind of really good, and giving me lots of ideas. So I'm, I tell you guys, I'm just continuing to just be fascinated by D&D. Like I'm coming up with all sorts of plans. Some of them I don't want to quite talk about in public until they're a little farther along yet, but I'm working on something related to that. But in the meantime, I think it's just one of those things where I was always interested, but it always seemed a little bit inaccessible. And I don't mean like from a complexity standpoint, I mean from a standpoint of being able to actually put a game together and play it. But yeah, it's cool stuff. I mean, it's just the collaborative storytelling and the performance aspect that are just both right in my wheelhouse. So I'm excited about those things. Um, I find that I've also been rewatching a bunch of Steven Universe because, of course, there's tons of new episodes of Steven Universe this summer, but also what they've been doing since the every weekday block finished is they've been showing these themed blocks, and I've kind of just been making my way through all of those, just fast forwarding through the ones that I've seen more recently. And I don't know. I think I'm in a mode right now where I'm not necessarily like, I'm kind of thinking more in my head about my own story ideas. And as a result, I don't know. It's interesting. I guess maybe what it is that because the podcasts I've been listening to more recently are much more narrative focused, maybe that's why for other things I've been retreating a little bit from the more narrative stuff. Like video games that I've been playing tended to be more into, like I just yesterday I did buy this and played it just a little bit. Pac-Man Championship Edition 2. And this is a game where it just changes Pac-Man into kind of a score-based game where it's very fast-paced and you're like the challenge is to build these big long trains of ghosts and then get a power pellet and eat them all in a row and get huge high score bonuses and stuff like that. And it's very cool. The original Pac-Man Championship Edition DX that was on the PS3, I platinumed actually. And so I'm very excited to get into this one. I only played it just a little bit last night, but that's my jam right now. All right, anyway, I've got to go ahead and get ready for work, so I will talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes.